Thank you, Carol. As she said in the introduction, this is supposed to be easy. Well, supposed to be, unfortunately, the person who wrote the software is often a poor judge of what easy is. And so that's part of what I want to go through here is I want to make sure that I get your feedback too, and I may use this in promoting the WordPress for Toastmasters software. So the origin story is several years ago. I was a VP of Education at Club Awesome in Coral Springs, and I looked at the website software that most clubs use called FreeToast, and my reaction was kind of, yeah, do I have to use this? And it turned out that no, Toastmasters International does make FreeToast available for free, but you don't have to use it. You do have to conform to some branding guidelines and some other guidelines in order to stay out of trouble. And I've been in and out of trouble with them from time to time, but I'm mostly out of trouble now to the point where we have a standard template. Now, when I'm talking to club officers about WordPress for Toastmasters, I'm often emphasizing the idea that this is a better publishing and marketing platform for their club. So it's a better way to get search engine optimized and to do social sharing of content on your site. I'm not going to talk about that so much today. I'm trying to talk about the routine member experience, because the software that I've added is the ability to come in and sign up for meeting roles. So that's what I want you to do as a member of this club. I want you to come in and sign up early and often. Now, when I clicked from the home screen on any of the agenda items, if I'm not already logged in, I'll be prompted to log in. And it does give me two options. I can log in with WordPress.com, and that's mostly useful for people who use WordPress on some other website and have an established identity, an established username and password. But even if you have that, first thing you have to do is log in with the password we've set up for this site. So I'm going to log in as demo user. And actually, because I've been logging in and out a lot, it's going to give me a little test here to make sure that I am human. And why the programmers think that software robots won't be able to do math, I'm not sure, but this little test apparently keeps out the spammers to some extent. So now I am looking at the agenda, but I am logged in. And actually it would make more sense to go ahead a couple of weeks to look at one where lots of things are open. So if I want to sign up as ACounter, I'm just going to click Take Role, and I will be on the agenda as the ACounter. If I want to get off the agenda, because I'm not going to be able to make that meeting after all, I can click Remove Me. And ultimately what I want to have happen in this club, and I've seen happen in some offline clubs, is where we are such a healthy and growing club that people are competing for spaces on the agenda to speak. And they're going to want to sign up several weeks in advance. And if you want to sign up as a speaker, there's still a Take Role button, but we ask you to put in your information. And it does try and calculate the time that's going to be required for you to give this speech, as in the maximum time. Now, if you don't have all this settled on, maybe you know you're going to give a speech, but you don't know exactly what project you're going to do, you don't know what the title is, you can go ahead and click Take Role and go back and add that information later. So now when I look at this, I can see that some of the details are filled in, but I haven't put in my introduction yet. So I can go back and do that later. Also, once the Toastmaster of the day is identified for this meeting, and we want to get that lined up sooner rather than later, the Toastmaster of the day is also going to get an email notification if I go in and put in my speech introduction details. So the idea is that as people sign up, the Toastmaster of the day is kept informed. We also try and make sure that we don't have too many long things booked into a limited amount of space. So you should see a little pop-up thing here saying that this would actually push us over the time allowed for speeches if I signed up for this 20-minute, 30-minute spot. So that's the basic mechanics of how you sign up to speak or fill any other role. You can also come in, you can print the agenda, or you can just display the agenda on screen. For Club Awesome, which is a brick and mortar club, the agenda layout is a little bit different. We have a sidebar down the left because we're trying to fit as much as we can in the space that'll fit on a print on a single piece of paper. And we can also email out the agenda. So if you are Toastmaster of the day, this is a useful utility where it's going to pull up the whole agenda content. It's going to show where the holes are on the agenda, where we don't have people signed up yet. You can customize the subject line. You can add a message up here. And if I click send, that goes out to the whole group. So right now, everybody's being treated as sort of a provisional member of this club. As in the next few weeks, we're going to start slimming it down to just the people who have paid up and decided they actually want to join. The other thing that is useful here is to have a good member listing. So know where to find the Edit Member Profile page, where you can go in and edit your phone number and other contact information. And also there is a change profile photo screen where you can go in and put a smiling picture of yourself. This is how we want to make sure that we have everybody organized for our meetings and to have a great and strong club. All right. Hoist by my own petard.